From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, June 9th, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. The time has come for hundreds of students from the Hazleton Area School District to walk across the stage, receive their diplomas, and take the next step in their young lives. WYLN's Gary Perna is live outside the Hazleton Area High School, where graduation is about to begin. Gary, what's the atmosphere over there?
Well, good evening, Paula. We are live outside the Hazleton Area High School, like you said, where graduation is set to kick off just after 6 o'clock tonight. Now, in preparation for this, 23rd Street here outside the school is shut down for the safety of everyone here. Tonight, over 700 students from the Hazleton Area High School will graduate and become the newest alumni of the Hazleton Area School District. Again, graduation is set to kick off at around about 6:02 here in Hazel Township, and of course WYLN TV is proud once again to be bringing you graduation live. So if you weren't able to get down here, you could see the entire event here and only here on WYLN TV. Again, graduation here in Hazleton is about to get underway. Everyone is packing in here. So far, there is about 2,000 people here waiting to see the seniors graduate. For now, we are live in Hazel Township for WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna.
A man who escaped from Luzerne County Prison with Hugo Solinsky in 2003 is again on the run. His name, Scott Bolton. Police say he may be armed and dangerous. It all started with the search of a home in Duryea. Police were responding to a report of an assault with a handgun overnight Tuesday. They found what looks to be a meth lab in the backyard. They also believe Bolton was involved in the initial assault. The two victims say they were assaulted by a man known to them and apparently named Bolton. They told police he struck them in the head. The suspect then fled into the woods. Police obtained an arrest warrant for Bolton. They are still looking for him. Police say Bolton was involved in Solinsky's escape from county prison in 2003, which he made by climbing out a window using a rope made from bed sheets. They found another leak at the nuclear plant in Bell Bend, that's near Berwick. Operators say it's a leak from an instrumentation connection to the reactor vessel. It was found during planned maintenance. Operators powered down the Unit 1 reactor Monday to repair a small leak inside the containment structure, which surrounds the reactor. A release from Talon Energy says the new leak was dripping about 2 drops a minute. It's already notified the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. The Hazleton Area School Board will vote on several proposals to close a budget gap this coming Monday night. The budget hole is about $3 million. That's down from the initial $12 million. The resulting budget will total around $140 million. The board is considering several cost-cutting options, including half-day kindergarten, transportation consolidation, reducing the number of junior high sports teams, and perhaps the biggest potential change, a 4-day school week. The assistant business manager, Bob Krasansky, says going to half-day kindergarten would save between $1.3 and $1.8 million. The 4-day school week would also save money, but no one is quite sure just how much. It wouldn't make a difference regarding salaries and other expenses, but it would reduce transportation and utility costs. Monday night's meeting, 7 o'clock in the administration building. A new poll finds Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton virtually tied in Pennsylvania, and it shows significant support for third-party candidates. The public policy polling poll shows Clinton with a 41% support, Trump with 40%. It also shows Libertarian Gary Johnson with 6% and Green Party candidate Jill Stein with 3%. When you take John and Stein out of the equation, Trump and Clinton at 44% dead even. The poll also shows Bernie Sanders supporters a wild card. 72% of them support Clinton in head-to-head with Trump, but 10% support Trump. 6% support Stein, 4% Johnson, and 9% are undecided. In the Senate race, Pat Toomey leading Kathleen McGinty 41-38 within the margin of error. After 4 years, Burvon Pool near Berwick is reopening. Its planned grand opening is this coming Sunday. The pool in Briar Creek was closed in 2012 as the needed repair money was more than could be afforded. But community volunteers stepped in and raised the money, coming up with $1.7 million for renovations. The Pool Association says not only were needed repairs made, but the pool now has more to offer than when it was closed. The grand reopening this Sunday, 5 o'clock, starting with a ribbon cutting. Today, a local family-owned pizzeria celebrated their grand opening with a ribbon cutting. WYLN's Abby Pascal has the details.
Vinny's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant in Hazleton reopened their doors this morning and celebrated with a ribbon-cutting ceremony with food for attendees to taste. This pizzeria is owned by two brothers who are helping their father live out his dreams of having his own business.
Well, I was a pizza man for 15 years, and I got out of it and started driving truck. This guy here decided one day that he wanted to open up a pizzeria. So-called, here's Vinny's. Vinny's Pizzeria is named after my sister who passed away quite a few years ago. And we wanted to honor her because she always thought that I'd have my own business one day. And I have my business through my sons.
Included on their menu are subs, hot and cold, wings, sandwiches, salads, and of course, pizza. However, that is just the beginning for the family as they are looking to add new items.
It's just a pizzeria for now. I mean, we're going to expand into a lot of different things here. We're in the process of trying to get a business loan now to buy the building, and we're going to bring it in seafood and everything else.
One item on their menu that is new and unique to the area is what is called a wedgie. But what exactly is it?
It's like a pizza shell, cut in half. It's on what, a fajita bread maybe? Panini bread, okay. And we do them homemade here, and we chop them into quarters, which is called a wedgie.
Everything made at Vinny's is homemade to give it their own personal touch. They're open Sunday through Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and they even deliver. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Drivers, start your engines because it's finally Hill Climb Weekend in Weatherly. The annual event has been growing more and more each year since its inception in 1961. The Hill Climb will be taking place this weekend. WYLN will be broadcasting the parade on Sunday. The Hill Climb will air Sunday from 1 until 5 on WYLN and Service Electric TV and Communications of the Lehigh Valley on Channel 50. Make sure that you're tuned in for all the excitement. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A sunny but chilly day and all the wind we had. So what does that weekend have in store? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Yeah, Paul, actually feeling a little fall-like, especially during the early morning hours. Temperatures dropping into the 40s. Got a little bit of that stiff wind out there, making it feel even colder than what the actual air temperature indicated. But today, at least, it's been a pretty nice day with a lot of sunshine, and we've had dry conditions. And I think tomorrow's shaping up to be pretty nice as well. But the question is, what about this upcoming weekend? Let's put it this way, at least 1 out of 2 won't be bad. I'll explain in just a little bit. Paula?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a California man made a stop in Hazleton. He's on his way to Brooklyn, New York. He's not traveling by plane, by train, or car. Find out coming up. More news, weather, and sports coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
The LSC Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton presents A Musical Salute to All Who Serve on Saturday, June 11th. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. The show will be narrated by Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summit Outdoors. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to ride a bicycle across the country? One California native has been traveling for 69 days. WILN's Aaron Harvey gives us the introduction.
One cross-country cyclist has been traveling for over 2 months and decided to stop into the third base luncheonette for a meal.
Zachary Young of Fairfield, California, has been traveling across the country since April 1st. He is a struggling artist looking to make it to Brooklyn, New York to stay with his sister. Young rode his bicycle from California to Hazleton.
Started in Fairfield, California, which is in between San Francisco and Sacramento, and I'm going to Brooklyn, New York.
Young says he stopped in third base because a friend recommended it.
Third base, Dave is a great guy. Just the environment, the old school environment, the food, delicious. I came here because a friend in State College referred third base to me, and this was kind of my destination before I go and sleep, so it just worked out perfectly.
He made a GoFundMe account in order to have money to travel across the country. His goal was to raise $2,000, and he received nearly double that amount.
My goal, I have many reasons, but one of the main ones is I'm an artist, so I'm trying to discover myself, find my place in the world, you know, as an artist and as a person. So I made a GoFundMe page, and I'm getting people, I got people to donate, but as an incentive, I'm cutting out pieces of state map that I collect along the way, and then I'm drawing pictures on them, and then sending them back to whoever donated to my GoFundMe.
Young typically finds a local motel or camp to sleep.
I'll research the area that I'm going to, like here in Hazleton, I look for motels, but on the West Coast I camped more because there's public lands out there, and there's less dangerous wildlife.
He does take breaks to stay hydrated along the way.
Probably about every 15 miles I'll take a 5-minute break, or if I'm feeling weak, then I'll eat something, pull over, eat something or drink something. I always stay hydrated. It just depends on, how steep the climbs are or how long the climbs are, that really take the energy out of me, that I have to pull over and take a break.
You can visit Young's GoFundMe page at gofundme.com/5DRMZZYS, or you can view his artwork at foreveryoungz.com. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
You go, Zach. Wow. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
Well, we got the sunshine overhead. We got some of the clouds present as well, but don't let that sunshine fool you on a day like today, because you know what? It actually feels fall-like compared to where we should be for this time of year. Temperatures below average, and we got that stiff wind that continues to blow, which even makes it feel much chillier than what the actual air temperature indicates. Now, as we go into tomorrow, should be another dry day across our region. I think we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be a little bit breezy still, but not nearly as windy as what we've been experiencing today. But at least, hey, we were on the dry side of things, and we'll stay dry, I think, as we go into our Friday. On to the graphic for the day. Temperature-wise, well, you could see it's only in the 60s. That's it. And you can feel the difference in the air, especially when we've been used to that warmer air that we've had, kind of like that summer-like air that we've had, even though it's not officially summer just yet, and now all of a sudden we have 50s and 60s. Definitely feels very cool. And we've been dry, temperature-wise, for the day. Take a look at this low that we bottomed out during the early morning hours. Yeah, 43 degrees. Definitely was a chilly start to our morning. And there you can see some of those wind gusts coming in at almost 30 miles per hour. Across the Commonwealth of the state of Pennsylvania, no matter where you go, you really don't see any extreme warmth. You do see a couple of 70s out there, but that's about it. 69 in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton International Airport, 73 in Williamsport, 72 in Selinsgrove, 75 in Harrisburg, 69 in State College. And again, those sustained winds are up there compared to the last couple of days. Sustained winds, most areas 10, 15, 20 miles per hour, and that does not include the wind gusts, which are in excess of that. Extended forecast looking like this, and looking into tomorrow, that extended forecast, and we'll take a look at that in just a little bit, we hope. If not, well, you know what? Heck with it. Scratch these numbers out. This is some old stuff. I'll tell you, Saturday along the shore at this point in time, well, you may have to deal with some showers and thunderstorms no matter where you go, from Atlantic City, New Jersey, down through Delaware. But still, should be, for the most part, not looking too bad in the 70s, but again, those showers and storms will be prevailing for our Saturday. Now, locally, 67 for tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit breezy, and then as we go into Sunday and as we go into next week, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Not looking too bad. It should be dry, with temperatures generally getting up into the 70s, but some of those overnight lows continuing to remain chilly. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
Call WILN 35 for this special promotion for Father's Day. Call 570-459-1869 between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Hit 1 for WILN and extension 1110 for Pennies Classified. Register your dad's name and number and he may win one of our exciting gifts. No purchase necessary to register. Winners will be announced on the news on WILN 35 on June 15th. Evening edition at 5:30 and late edition at 10 p.m. Good luck and happy Father's Day from Pennies Classified and WILN.
And welcome back to WILN News. Earlier this week, we talked about MG. What is it? Who it affects? But now we're going to talk about an event coming up on June 16th about a whole program about MG, and the support group here in our area, which is in Scranton, is hosting a special event to get awareness out, and Harry's joining me once again. And Harry, this event will be a special presentation put on by the MG group here in Scranton. So what will we expect at the event? Who is it open to, and why are you guys having it?
The event's going to be basically on June 16th at 11:30 a.m., and we're going to have a lunch provided for that. And the importance of the event is we're going to be having a Dr. Sammy Kara was the chief of the Department of Neurology at Penn Presbyterian Medical Center in Philadelphia. He's also a professor of clinical neurology. He's an expert in disease, and his presentation is going to be called Cutting Edge Therapies or How to Slay the Medusa. And what he's going to be doing is basically discussing on new techniques and treatments that are out there to basically treat people with myasthenia gravis. So we're excited about this event because we're trying to promote awareness this month, and unfortunately MG is a very misdiagnosed disease, and so the awareness, that's why our support group tries to get information out there to the public itself.
And I know your support group, which is based in Scranton, does a lot throughout the year, meet 6 times the year. So there's a lot of information available to people by just going online and finding out. But you said this is something that's very often not diagnosed or misdiagnosed in the beginning.
Yes, that's correct. Basically, people with the disease, it's an autoimmune disorder. It's related to muscular dystrophy. It's actually one of the 37 muscular dystrophy types of diseases. But people will ignore symptoms because they'll get minor eye droop, trouble swallowing or chewing, muscle weakness, and they may think that it's just tiredness or getting old. But it's very important to get diagnosed properly by a neurologist. So that's the importance of it. So what we try to do is we try to promote awareness of that to our members. We've seen people come to our meeting with very severe symptoms and not knowing what's going on. And unfortunately, it takes a real long time to get diagnosed properly. And there are basic treatments to suppress your immune system, which is basically the cause of the disease itself, which have to be administered by a neurologist. So, and this is an exciting event that we're having because this doctor here obviously does research and stuff and looking at new techniques and treatments that we have. Unfortunately, there is no treatment for the disease itself, but you can manage the symptoms, and that's the whole goal of our support group, trying to explain to members that you can manage symptoms through proper medications and treatments.
Now, the event coming up on Thursday, June 16th, up in Scranton, is it open to the public? Is there any registration? How do they get involved?
It is open to the public, general public. Lunch will be provided by Prompt Care Home Infusion of New Jersey, right? It is supported also by the MG Foundation, which they're promoting and helping us with this event since we are a support group of that foundation itself. You can get information on the website, MG Foundation, Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of America, which has a lot of great information on the disease itself, and our support group is listed there also. And there's a telephone number where you could contact me, myself, or my wife, who run the support group in Scranton.
Okay. Well, Harry, thank you so much for enlightening us about MG and about the group and the special event coming up on Thursday, June 16th in Scranton. And all the information, again, has been up on your screen and will be on our Facebook page. Stay with us. More news is headed your way right after this.
The LSC Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton presents A Musical Salute to All Who Serve on Saturday, June 11th. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. The show will be narrated by Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summit Outdoors. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m.
Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Play in the state quarterfinals, get on a bus, graduate. That's the agenda for a handful of Hazleton softball seniors today. Those Lady Cougars will be sitting at the ceremony with even wider smiles on their faces. Hazleton was trailing 3-0, but they were like, no, we're not ready for our season to be over. Offense responded with 7 straight runs against Perkiomen Valley, and they're 7-3 winners. Hazleton moves on to Monday's Quad A semifinals, where they will take on Avongrove. Same park, the AA quarters pits defending state champ Holy Redeemer versus Kutztown. We'll have highlights from both of those games tonight on Late Edition Sports. We'll also have baseball highlights for you. 3 area teams playing in the quarters in Quad A. Wyoming Valley West taking on Boyertown, and AA North Schuylkill going up against Mass Charter, and in Single A it's Marion Catholic versus Millersburg. Luis Severino has star potential, but that star hasn't been on display in New York this season. The potential back at PNC Field last night. Severino trying to get healthy, rehabbing with the Rail Riders, and on Wednesday, the 22-year-old was able to return to form against Charlotte. The righty would fan 7 over 6 scoreless innings. Scranton Wilkes-Barre bats, they come alive as well. Bottom 2, Jake Cave takes that one deep to center. Tyler Austin will come around to score. Cave motors into third for the triple. 1-0 Rail Riders. Next inning, Austin takes Jacob Turner way deep, opposite field dinger. That's his 6th of the year. It's a 4-0 advantage, and they would win 6-0, taking the series in the process. Now tonight, in a makeup game, the Rail Riders are in Charlotte just for a 1-game series, and earlier today, the Iron Pigs fall to the Gwinnett Braves 2-1. They don't typically make and sell jerseys for baseball managers, but if they did, Hazleton native Joe Madden's number 70 would be a top seller. Even in Philadelphia, the Chicago Cubs manager has a huge fan base as the local kid returned to Pennsylvania this week for a series with the Phillies.
Joe Madden is a great manager. I knew when he came from Tampa, it'd be great.
He is an awesome manager.
You know, great coaching goes a long way for teams. It can take them, you know, it can make average players into superstars.
Joe's he's the nucleus of the whole thing, and I'm a baseball coach myself, and I kind of model my teams after what he does with these young kids. So, and they do buy into it. I mean, keeping everything relaxed and fun, and it's all about the atmosphere. So.
Madden's Cubs are the best team in baseball. And more local ties on a national stage. Tonight, a handful of former Baby Penguins going for the best trophy in sports, the Stanley Cup. The puck drops for Game 5 against the San Jose Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins at 8 o'clock in Pittsburgh. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Marina Kuchar, who is going to tell you a little bit about how chiropractic and music can make your life flow so much better. Her story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Looking good for tomorrow, our Friday, but those temperatures eventually will start to climb over the next couple of days. Still a little bit breezy as we go into our Friday, only in the upper 60s. Then we're up into the 70s going into the weekend. Some showers and thunderstorms around for our Saturday. Looking good for Sunday, and then next week for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all those days looking dry. Looking nice with sunshine mixed with some clouds in the 70s. Some of those overnight lows, though, still kind of getting chilly in the 40s and lower 50s. So, chilly mornings.
My flowers are very confused.
Yeah, what season is it? That's what they have to ask themselves.
The poor little flowers are just starting to come up, and now all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
We see 80s at all?
Not anytime soon.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But you have yourselves a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in to WYLN.